Pennywise may not be the scariest thing in Derry, Maine after all. Audiences who have taken in It Chapter 2 were a little surprised to see a familiar face pop up in the film, none other than Stephen King himself, who appeared as the proprietor of the store Secondhand Rose. Screenwriter Gary Dauberman revealed that he wrote the part of Secondhand Rose's owner with King in mind, but stopped just short of actually spelling out his preference in the screenplay. He told Inverse, "I wrote him into the script just along the lines of, looks like Stephen King, early on in the drafts. You know, just kind of planting the seed." Dauberman was unsure if King would be willing to take the time to cameo in the film. Luckily, while King's high-profile cameo appearances may have come in the 80s and 90s, he's always been pretty game to pop up in adaptations of his material. It's just that in recent years, he's mostly stuck to the small screen. King's very first movie appearance was in a film not even adapted from one of his novels. It was in the bizarre 1981 fantasy flick Night Riders, which was directed by his friend George A. Romero. King and Romero would go on to collaborate on the excellent horror anthology film Creepshow the following year, and in that film, King didn't just cameo, he actually starred in one of its segments, The Lonesome Death of Jordy Verrill.
You get in that water, Jordy. You might as well sign your death warrant.
I'm a goner already, Daddy.
Since then, King has turned in cameos in no fewer than 15 films and television series. He cameoed in 1986's Maximum Overdrive, which is also the only film that King ever directed. After that, he appeared in 1987's Creepshow 2, 1989's Pet Sematary, and plenty more. Dauberman related that he was content to just keep his fingers crossed and hoped that King would agree to the cameo. However, Andy Muschietti revealed that he was down to do a little more bargaining in the interest of making it happen. The director told Games Radar that, "We had an increasingly good relationship with King after he saw the first movie. He became like a friend, and I wanted him to participate a little more in this one as he did not participate in the first movie at all. I didn't want him to intervene in the creation, and he's very clear he doesn't want to mess with the people adapting his work, but I still wanted to keep him in the loop and get his thoughts." The director continued that King actually offered some thoughts that made it to the big screen, so I sent him the first draft. He gave a list of things he would like to see. It felt more like a fan because after reading it, he was like, "I would like to see Paul Bunyan." So I was like, "I'll give you Paul Bunyan." Muschietti is referring, of course, to a flashback in which the adult Richie remembers being bullied and forced to flee an arcade in his younger years. Young Richie takes refuge in Derry's Park, where a giant 20-foot-tall statue of Paul Bunyan comes terrifyingly to life, chasing him with its gigantic axe. With that bargaining chip in place, Muschietti says he then sprang his request on King. I asked him to do a cameo and he said, "Well, you have to know, I'm a jinx. Every movie I was in bombed." He said it with humor, and I said, "I think we're going to break the spell. Let's do it." We know full well that the master of horror is constantly busy conjuring up his latest nightmare.
Do you know me? It's frightening how many novels of suspense I've written.
But we'd love it if he kept those appearances coming. Stan Lee is no longer with us, and we can think of nobody better to claim Stan the Man's title of King of Cameos. We'll just have to see if he shows up in Dr. Sleep, another adaptation of his work, when it's released in November. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.